High school basketball on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and on Wilson Street in Brewer. Next Home Experience, Firehouse Subs, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Levesque Business Solutions, Casella, Mac Heat Pumps, Northeast Driving School, and Dean's Detailing. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Holden Dental Hygiene, Union Street Towing, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Doors Equipment, Colebrook Mitsubishi, The Heating Lodge, Angelo's Pizzeria, Black Fly Coffee, Premium Choice Broadband, Novus Auto Glass, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Praise Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, Bangor Floral, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Frank's Bake Shop, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Pushaw Energy, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, The Growing Place, The Coach House Restaurant, Fielder's Choice Ice Cream, Northeast Home Inspections, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, State Street Optics, Knowlton Automotive, Jeff's Catering, The Furniture Gallery, Eastern Maine Community College, Auto Radiator Services, U-Haul in Old Town and on Audlin Road in Bangor, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, The Bangor Grand Hotel, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Goslin's Bakery, Dragon Lair Arcade and Pizza, Orno IGA and Callis IGA, Midcoast Denture Designs, Napa Auto Parts, Hopkins Energy, Hammond Lumber, Down East Toyota, and First National Bank. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV. Hello everyone and welcome to Brewer High School for tonight's Class A matchup between the Brewer Witches and the Gardiner Tigers coming to town. Welcome into the Casella pregame show. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. I'm Mark Paulette, joined in the broadcast booth tonight by Chris Hoare for the call of this matchup. The Brewer Witches coming off of back-to-back victories after suffering their first 2 losses of the season, and the Gardiner Tigers down in 7th place in the standings, a record of 7-7. But Chris, the way Class A is shaping up, that quarterfinal matchup could be anybody's ball game come tourney time.
Sure can, and looking at the heel point standings, anywhere from 2 to 7 can shuffle over the next week, and we've talked about that in a lot of games we've done. The points, the way they're set up and the way their schedules are, there's a lot of points remaining for a lot of teams, and Gardiner's in that same boat. They got Coney, obviously Brewer, and Mount Blue. They're all teams ahead of them. You win 2 of those games, you could be up to 4th before you know it.
Taking a look right there, Mesalonsky has the top spot at the moment, and really, like we were talking about, the top 7. So Gardiner's issue right now is simply they haven't beaten anybody above them in the standings. But at the same time, like we're talking about, this regular season has been a bit of a round robin between really the top 6. Everybody's got everybody at different points in this regular season so far. Yeah, the top 3, Mesalonsky, Brewer, and Hamden, they've kind of beat up on each other a little bit. Coney slipped a couple games in there. But other than that, you know, that 4 through 9 or 4 through 8, they've kind of picked each other apart, and no one's really gained any separation. That's why things can shuffle a little bit. Chris and I coming at you live from the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Our coverage here on Ticket TV is also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer from the Smith Brothers, your local John Deere dealers. Also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. For a limited time, the McRib is back at McDonald's. It's more than a sandwich. It's part of culture. It's a legend. It's an event. Check out your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. That does it for our first segment here in the Casella pregame show. When we come back, we will tee up this matchup a bit more, take a look at the program histories as we make our way towards the tip between the Witches and the Tigers, coming your way here in Brewer on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
The process at Fairway Auto Sales when you buy a car should be easy. There's no games, and people appreciate that when they're buying a vehicle.
I've purchased 6 vehicles through Tony's Fairway Auto. I have a business where we transport a lot of elderly. I can go to Tony or text Tony or Nicole and let them know what I'm looking for, and he'll find it and get right back to me.
We like to say, come buy your vehicle to Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way we do business.
Hello Maine, this is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here in Brewer, getting ready for tonight's contest between the Witches and the Tigers from Gardiner here on Ticket TV. We are presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And tonight's coverage also presented by Firehouse Subs, a sub above for a limited time. Try the new delicious French dip sub only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Mark Paulette and Chris Hoare with you, and let's meet these teams first with the visitors from Gardiner. 7-7 is the record on the season. And Chris, I know you've been doing some scouting on the Tigers.
Yeah, they're pretty much a junior-laden team. They have 3 seniors, 6 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman. Anthony Rivera, 1 senior that he starts, makes him go. He's an aggressive offensive player. Brady Peacock and Braden Elliott are 2 juniors that start as well. Both you're gonna hear me say this a lot about a lot of the Gardiner players. Very scrappy, very aggressive, very competitive team. Been on the wrong side of a bunch of these games, but been very competitive in all of them. They don't give up, so they always have a chance.
We had them on Ticket TV a couple of weeks ago, actually, in a tough battle down at the stable at Hamden Academy. Now for a look at the Brewer Witches and the roster they're bringing into this contest. It's worked out pretty well for them so far this year. 12 wins and 14 tries.
Yeah, you're starting with 5 seniors that had a lot of experience in big moments. They were part of the state championship team 2 years ago, a few of them. You're going to be graduating a lot of them, but you look at the roster as well. You got 5 sophomores and 1 freshman along with 2 juniors. And that 1 freshman happens to be Ollie Higgins, who's made a big difference for this senior class. He's a rim protector. One thing that you don't hear a lot about Brewer, they talk a lot about their offense and their offensive skills, but I tell you one thing they do very well is they defend the basketball. They play very good half-court defense, and when you have a kid like Oliver Higgins underneath, if you do get beat, you get that guy defending the rim. It's a tough matchup every night for the opponent.
Good to have a little 6-7 rim protection down underneath if you are the Brewer Witches. Tonight's contest presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. We're also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We got the Brewer Pep Band here tonight, adding to the atmosphere inside the gymnasium. Let's take a look now at the program histories, and we start off with the Gardiner Tigers, still looking for that first breakthrough at the state championship level.
Yeah, their winning hasn't been there yet. With this program they have, being competitive, that's the biggest thing you need. Is you need kids to believe and want to play hard, and that hopefully will inspire the younger kids coming up through the program, and that's what you need. You need the youth to build the foundation. As
you can see, the most wins in 3 seasons. Actually, they've already equaled as many in the last 2 combined. And for the Brewer Witches, we mentioned that breakthrough at the state championship level there a couple of years ago in Class A, a season that won't be forgotten anytime soon around these parts.
Yeah, there's a pretty good foundation here at Brewer. Last year was an off year for Brewer, but I'll tell you, this group of seniors was like the Gardiner kids a couple of years ago. They went through that rough patch, 4-14. They were in a lot of competitive games last year, just couldn't get on the other side of the wins, and now look where they are right now.
Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Mack Heat Pumps. Mack Heat Pumps on Hammond Street in Bangor specializes in mini split heat pump installation, maintenance, and repairs. They service the entire state, proudly serving Maine since 2011. Visit Mack Heat Pumps or find them on Facebook. We will take a timeout here in our Casella pregame show. We're about 3 minutes away from having the teams introduced and getting the tip in this one. When we come back, Chris's keys to the game and the starting lineup, the Witches and the Tigers about ready to do battle tonight on Ticket TV.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
This winter, you have a choice for moving snow out of your way. There's this, or you could go with this. You make the call to Doors Equipment in Bangor, of course. Doors Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachment to make that white stuff disappear. Quality, innovation, and easy-to-use design. That's a Kubota. The doors are open for Kubota and Doors Equipment. Make them orange with envy on Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Back here inside of Brewer High School, just about to meet the teams, beginning with the Gardiner Tigers and their non-starters, followed by the home team Brewer Witches. Tonight's contest on Ticket TV is presented in part by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. We're also presented by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. At Dean's Detailing, they make used look like new. While we meet the teams, I will toss it over to my broadcast partner, Chris Hoare, who has the keys for tonight's game.
For Gardiner, you got to be able to defend. You can't let Brewer turn the corner in their dribble drive offense, because it's going to create an opportunity for Ollie Higgins to get open shots. As you step in to help, his man's going to be open. The other thing is you got to box out. Obviously, they have the tallest kid on the court, but Fullerton can rebound. Stephen Youngs can rebound. Gardiner's a little bit smaller. You can't give them extra chances. The next thing is offensively, you got to be able to continue to attack. That's the style of offense that they want to play. Force Brewer to have to defend you. For Brewer, you can't be looking past this game. You know you play Hamden next. That was a big loss early in the season. It's your first loss of the season. You can't take Gardiner lightly. They've been scrappy. They've been competitive with each team they play. And they're coming here. They need these points. They're coming here, and they're coming to knock you off, and you have to know that when you play this game.
Chris's Keys brought to you by Colbrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Rates as low as 0%. It's Colbrook Mitsubishi, 337 Madison Ave in Skowhegan, and at colbrookmitsubishi.com. We'll take one final timeout and come back for the tip. It's Brewer and Gardiner up next on Ticket TV. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Hello, Eastern and Central Maine. The days are getting shorter, and that means two things. One, winter is coming, and that means snow, snow, and more snow. Two, the folks at Gardiner Landscape and Supply Company have your back by saving your back with Aaron's, the king of snow. Whether you need a new snow blower or just to get your current one up and running, they have you covered. It doesn't take a meteorologist to know the best way to handle snow is with an Aaron snowblower. And the best place to find an Aaron snowblower is at Gardiner Landscape and Supply Company.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
And with that, we are ready for some basketball tonight here in Brewer. The Witches, number 2 in Class A, taking on the Gardiner Tigers, 7th in the Class A standings. It's 12-2 versus 7-7. Tonight's contest is brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. We are ready here for the opening tip. Ollie Higgins in there to jump for the Witches. Ball's in the air and by a fingertip controlled by the Brewer Witches. Brewer quickly trying to work it around, but a bounce pass goes through some traffic. Brewer's wondering how that didn't come off some black shirts on the way out of bounds, but Gardiner ball, says the ref. Braden Elliott bringing the ball up court for the Tigers. That's Rivera with a touch. Brady Peacock picks up his dribble, looking for help, trying to get it back to Rivera, and the ball is stripped away. Stolen by Bridges, throwing it into the front court and out of bounds, but it'll stay down here with Brewer.
Yeah, good work on defense by Brewer, but you got to take care of the basketball. You worked out hard to get it. You can't make a simple turnover like that.
Fullerton open at the left wing, decided against the jumper, now passes out top to Perry. Back to Fullerton, corner three in the air from Bridges is no good, but he gets his own miss. Second effort no good, rebound tipped and controlled by Gardiner. Quickly the other way come the Tigers. You were saying in the pregame, Chris, they want to play with pace. One and done trip after the shot by Elliott is pulled down by Brewer.
Yeah, and they're starting in a 2-3 zone. This isn't something they normally do. They're really an aggressive man-to-man team, but obviously with Higgins in there and the way Brewer plays, they're finding that the zone's going to be the most effective thing for them to start in.
Higgins banging underneath, comes up short a couple of times, denied by the rim. Gardner at the other end, quick passing, and Peacock speed leads to the first bucket of the game. It belongs, actually that was Elliott to Peacock to get Gardner on the board. Higgins to Fullerton, puts it up with the left, and off the window for Brewer's first bucket. Owen Fullerton, the second leading scorer on the Brewer Witches, averaging 12.8 per game. And this one tied at 2.
Yeah, and he does his in a bunch of different ways. He's one of their, I would say he's probably their most versatile player. Can do it inside, outside, foul line, gets rebounds.
Trace Moody losing it along the end line, out of play. Back to Brewer. Fullerton puts his head down, attacking, somehow got the ball up on the rim and fouled in the process, so Owen will head to the line shooting 2. Just mentioned Fullerton averaging 12.8 points per game to go with 5.1 rebounds as the senior hits his first. Tonight's contest brought to you in part by Holden Dental Hygiene for preventative dental care, dental cleaning, and teeth whitening services. It's Holden Dental Hygiene. Just across the Brewer line at 113 Main Road in Holden. Visit holdendentalhygiene.com. Fullerton perfect at the line, and Brewer with a 2-point lead. Rivera passes off to Elliott. Elliott picks up the dribble, nice feed down the lane, a floater over Higgins. Perfect touch there from Trace Moody.
Yeah, what a tough shot that was. Getting the ball in action, in movement, and being able to get the shot up over Ollie Higgins at 6'7".
Fullerton feeds Higgins, who's denied by Anthony Rivera. The Tigers running the other way. Nice job by Brewer with the transition D, and then a loose pass collected in the backcourt, and that's another turnover by Gardiner. Take another look, though, at this block. Rivera going up to deny the 6'7" Brewer freshman. Coverage tonight in Brewer brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, they've been serving the greater Bangor area, featuring tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Brewer corner three is no good.
Yeah, Gardner was in the triangle and 2 there. They're guarding Bridges and Stephen Young's player to player, and then just playing zone up on the rest of the Brewer players.
Here's Rivera at the offensive end. Passing it across the court over to Peacock. Gardner trying to work it through the traffic, and Brewer comes away with the basketball. Bridges fouled in the backcourt. Frustration foul there, maybe a little leg kick based on the display from Peacock.
Fouls on the Tigers, number 3, Brandon Peacock, his first, team second. Checking for Gardner, number 20, Eli Bandel.
Yeah, they're going to stay in that triangle again, with Youngs and Bridges being face guarded by Elliott.
And that time the double team came for Stephen Youngs, resulting in a tie-up, and alternating possession gives it to the Tigers. 4-4 our score. Just about 4 minutes into the contest. Gardiner coming in on a 3-game losing streak, but those 3 losses, Hamden, Mesalonsky, and Coney, some of the tougher competition at the Class A North ranks. Loose ball over in the corner. We'll keep it at this end.
Yeah, great block by Ollie Higgins to be able to get out through that elevator screen. It was a good run play by Gardiner. It's just Higgins was able to get through slide through the screen and get a touch on the 3-point attempt.
Inbound pass nearly stolen away by Charlie Bridges, but he stepped on the sideline. Tigers into the backcourt for the inbound, now trying to set up the offense. Attacking at Higgins, leads to a kick-out corner 3. Shot no good. I think that hit a wire up top, although the call is on the floor. It'll be the 3rd foul going against the Tigers here in the first quarter. First against Atwater, 3rd total against the Tigers. A couple of more will lead to Witch's free throws. Brewer bounce pass to Fullerton, down to Higgins through his hands. And the teams are trading turnovers at the offensive end. Elliott brings the ball up court for Gardiner. This is Rivera slamming on the brakes and going back to Elliott. He'll pop for 3. Back iron rebound comes to Higgins, who has it ripped away. And then a drop off across the lane, bobble but controlled by Gardiner. Running jumper is knocked down nicely by Trace Moody, and the sophomore has the shooting touch here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the scouting report I got on him, he's a pretty good shooter from deep too, so Brewer's got to be aware of that as well.
A floater, a little moving jumper that time. Brewer trying to go down low to Higgins once again. Whistle and a blocking foul in the act of shooting by the looks of it. Or is it? Maybe that 2 meant a player.
No, I think you're right. Let's get 2 shots.
There we go. I thought I saw 2 fingers out of there. So Higgins heading to the line, shooting 2.
I think Gardiner was looking for a travel first.
That's what Coach Aaron Toman was looking for down there, as well as some of the Tiger faithful off to our left. First free throw planks off the back iron from Higgins. Freshman is averaging 10.9 points per game, 9.6 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 blocks so far at the varsity level. Don't forget to warm up your winter at Uno Pizzeria and Grill on Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Call 947-5000 or order online. Higgins 1 of 2 at the line, 6-5 our score. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first. Right down the lane, contact, and we got a player control foul. Or do we? Ooh, he said block, and then he went behind his head by the looks of it. All right, so it is going against Brewer here. A little confusion on the call, and it will be a Gardiner shooting foul. Atwater hits the first.
I think that was the right call.
Brady Atwater, junior forward at the line for the Tigers. And he knocks down both. 8-5 our score, 2:45 and counting here in the first. Gardiner comes away with another steal. Trying to go coast to coast and having it swatted at the rim was Moody. The Witches get back on defense, now looking to turn it into points at the other end. Fullerton able to scoop it up on the rim and had his arm hacked in the process. It's a block by Brewer at one end, and the foul at the other. Fullerton at the line. He's got 4 points in this first quarter. 2 of them from the charity stripe, where he's now 3 for 3. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Fullerton 1 of 2 at the line, keeps it a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Elliott hands to Moody, who pulls up for 3. Left it a little short, and a loose ball rebound tracked down by Jankowski. Jankowski at the other end. He'll try a 3 and roll it in. Jackson Jankowski.
Yeah, that's not something you see him do very often.
1 shot, and he's eclipsing his season average for scoring. Came in averaging 2.5 a game. He's got 3 right there. Brewer briefly takes the lead before an answer by the Tigers.
Nick McKay there. Nice power layup.
A junior into the scoring column, and at the other end, little rim protection from Gardiner. Colin McCormick on the defensive end, trying to feed a pass across the lane there. Perry nearly with the interception, but couldn't keep it in play. Look at that 3 from Jankowski, just rolling it off the front side of the rim, and then Gardiner quickly the other way. Elliott speeding up the court and passing it across the lane. He's got a couple of nice speeds so far in this first quarter. There's a Brewer steal.
Good look ahead by Youngs.
Fullerton absorbs the contact, couldn't get the shot to fall, but Owen heading back to the line for a 3rd trip here in the first quarter. Doors Equipment is your local Kubota dealer, and they can help you with all your equipment needs. Now offering $0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com. Fullerton connects on the first, ties the game at 10 in the process with 1:10 remaining in this first quarter. Fullerton 4 of 5 at the line here in the first. Two of 2 at the line, 1-point lead for the Witches. Fullerton with 7 of their 11. 5 of the 7 at the charity stripe. And we're inside 1 minute remaining in this first quarter. See how patient Gardiner is. Not at all. They get the look, but the shot wouldn't fall as Peacock's 3 comes up empty. Now Brewer pushing it at the other end. Bounce pass to Fullerton. Shot wouldn't fall as it rolls off the rim, so Owen gets it back up, and back to the line he goes.
Yeah, he's living at the line in this first quarter, and it's just because he's doing the hard work inside the lane.
Which is 6 of 8 at the line, make it 7 of 9 in this first quarter. And he hits both of them. Fullerton's big quarter continues, thanks to the effort at the free throw line. Brewer with a 3-point lead in half a minute remaining here in the first. Coach Toman wanted a foul on that body contact. Instead, a Brewer strip. Loose ball still on the floor, poked out of play, last touched by the Black Shirts.
Tell you, Braden Elliott's a tough guard. I wouldn't want to guard him. He's quick, he changes directions really fast, and he's gritty.
Now Brewer a chance to look for the final shot as they inbound it with 20 seconds remaining. Perry crosses the stripe with about 13. Now it's Fullerton under 10, over to Jankowski. He starts his drive down to 5, loose ball into the corner, picked off by Gardiner. Can they get a shot away? They will. Not sure if that would have counted or not, but either way it comes up short. And after one, it's the Witches with a 3-point lead. Brewer 13, Gardiner 10. We're back here for the second quarter on Ticket TV.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here in Brewer, the Gardiner Tigers still talking things over before the start of the second quarter, trailing by 3. And tonight's contest brought to you in part by the Heating Lodge. Transform your living space into a cozy retreat with the Heating Lodge, bringing families together one stove at a time. Also brought to you by Angela's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, check out Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. Speaking of Hamden, that's where we have another Ticket TV broadcast coming at you tonight from the stable where the Broncos are in action. And Fullerton tripped up as he goes crashing to the court. Fouls reset, of course, in high school basketball, so that'll just be the first here in quarter number 2 against Gardiner. There's a look at that upcoming broadcast schedule with the Broncos hosting Camden Hills tonight. Busy week on Ticket TV. Herman at Orono tomorrow night in boys action, and then another double dip Friday night at the stable for the boys contest here in Brewer for the girls.
A lot of big games on there.
A lot of heel points up for grabs at this time in the year. Poked out of play, last touch by Gardiner, says the ref. Youngs reverses direction down the lane, gets tripped. He goes to the floor. Foul goes against McKay, his first team second. After just 32 seconds of play here in quarter number 2. Higgins brings it in to Perry.
And Gardner's gone back to a man-to-man. They get out of the triangle in 2.
Perry tries to elevate for the jumper, no good, and a rebound controlled by Moody. Moody pass over the top, now into the corner. Rivera will try a 3, a little too much juice behind that one. Perry with a rebound, fires a bullet into the front court where it's picked off. Right down the lane, what a move there, but Elliott leaves it just short. Fight for the rebound, still alive. Gardiner kicks it out. Now resets out top to Moody. He fakes the pass, puts up a triple, too strong. Higgins pulls down the rebound and starts the break for Brewer. Ollie tried to drop the shoulder, passes back to Fullerton, down to Perry. Short jumper is good. Rivera being guarded closely, picks up the dribble. Back to Elliott, now to Peacock. Moody open for 3, got it.
As we talked about a little earlier, you can't let him have any open shots. He can really stroke it.
His first make from distance tonight. The sophomore now with 7 points. And the Tigers back within 2. Perry nowhere to go, so he backs it out. Bounce
great
pass,
look.
great feed for Fullerton. And a reverse layup gets Owen into double figures.
This circle offense they're running, basically it's a pass away, and the guy who passes comes and screens opposite, and they cut off him to the hoop, and then the guy on that same side just flashes to the top, and he's usually open. That's what happened with Moody on the last possession.
Gardiner tries to go down low. Again, the smallest player down there trying to make it work. Rebound tipped around and finally controlled here by the Witches. Long pass up court to Fullerton, drop off to Higgins, and a two-handed flush. Ollie Higgins breaks free. Brewer with a 6-point lead. Timeout on Ticket TV. High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Cosella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Visit deansdetailing.com. Firehouse Subs, a sub above at 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Mac Heat Pumps, proudly serving Maine since 2011. Visit MacHeatPumps.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Heroes is the place to be in downtown Bangor. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school since 1969. First National Bank is a proud supporter of Brewer Witches basketball. Brewer High School participates in the First Hoop program, sponsored by First National Bank, and earns up to $150 for every home basketball game. Dream first and go Witches! We're back here in Brewer. The Tigers keeping pace during that picture-in-picture timeout as another three from Trace Moody. He's up to 10 points on a couple of triples here in the second.
Yeah, shooting like that will keep the game close for sure.
Here's another three ball in the air. That shot no good from Elliott. Rebound controlled by Higgins. Picks his head up and starts the break. Fullerton to Bridges, three in the air. Side rim rebound pulled down by Gardiner. Long pass up ahead. Again, it's Elliott on the take. And they say he loses it out of bounds. The Tigers can't believe it as they were looking for a foul. That's the Moody three, right before we came back from the picture-in-picture. Tonight's contest brought to you in part by Black Fly Coffee, where you start your day off right. The local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, and donuts at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. That foul on the floor. Number 2 against McKay, third against the Tigers here in the second. Shot up on the rim, and then a wrestling match ensues. A tie-up is the call, and it will give it to the Tigers. Couple of new Tigers into the ball game. A strong take here from Brady Peacock, using the rim as a shield and lays it in for two.
Has a great slash, and to knife back in like that, he was able to throw the block attempt of Owen Fullerton off.
Fullerton collects the high pass off the floor, got his shot blocked, went back up with it, and it looks like Owen is heading back to the line where he lived in the first quarter.
Yeah, Gardiner's not shy about contesting at the rim and getting their hands in there, and because of that, they're getting a lot of fouls, but they've gotten a lot of blocks too.
Fullerton at the line. He is the game's leading scorer right now with 11 points. Had 9 in the first quarter. Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Cruz, Greg Hirsch, and Jeff Hoke. Some combination of them in the morning from 6 to 8 a.m. And the drive brings you home. Myself, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark. We'll all be in the studio tomorrow. Aaron Jackson, part of the crew as well. Weekdays 4 to 6. 1 of 2 trip at the line for Fullerton. Moody trying to attack and then got caught between what exactly he was trying to do, if he was still on the attack or looking for a pass, and took an extra step. Three minutes remaining here in the first half of action. Another call against Gardiner here, and that's going to be team foul number 5. And the Witches have free throws coming their way for the final 2:55 of this first half. With the first stab at it, it'll be Stephen Youngs at the line. Youngs with his first point of the contest right there. The senior averaging a team-leading 13.3 points per game to go with 4.1 rebounds and just about 2 assists. Youngs with a perfect stay, and Brewer on top by 4. A lot of congestion out there at both offensive ends once these teams try to get in their sets. Gardiner over the top. Higgins got some hands in there, and the Tigers scramble to retrieve it. Spinning take in the lane, and one too many steps by Nick McKay. Premium Choice Broadband is family owned and locally operated, offering affordable high-speed internet across Maine for over a decade. When you call, get a live person, because to us, your family, not just a number. Learn more at premiumchoicebroadband.com. And Novus Auto Glass is where you can call to get your auto glass repaired today, 945-6688. Get your windshield repaired or replaced. Higgins out top, trying to go to work on McKay. Hand check. And free throws coming up for the Witches. It's number 3 against McKay. Take a look here at the live events coming up after this first attempt from Higgins. Ollie on the night, 1 of 2 at the line. Look at 2 of 3. This week on 92.9 The Ticket, looks like this. We got Bruins hockey for you tonight as they are taking on the Sabres. Celtics hosting the Bulls tomorrow night. Thursday, it's Maine women's basketball as they hit the road for the border battle at UNH. And then Friday, Maine hockey returns to the ice. They host Northeastern in the first of 2 in what's a split weekend for the Black Bears. Northeastern on Friday, UMass on Sunday. And then you see what's a big contest for Maine men's basketball coming up Saturday. Good litmus test for the Black Bears at Vermont, though, wouldn't you know it, the Black Bears currently with a better conference record than the Catamounts, 5-1 versus 4-2. McKay's jumper comes up short. Bridges grabs the board. Bridges quickly into the front court. Brewer trying to kick it out, and the pass is stolen away by Peacock. Moody, jab step, 3, money. That is 3 triples for Trace Moody here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, when the Gardiner players catch the ball, they always have something to do. They're either going to rip or they're going to ball fake every time, and that's because that's the way their offense runs. It's very fast-paced. It's all based on movement. They're not going to catch and stare at it. They're going to catch and rip, ball fake, or attack.
And a turnover forced by Gardiner. They get the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead. 66 seconds left in the second. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery offers custom blind shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Find them at 105 Main Street in downtown Bangor. Gardiner basketball, a minute remaining in the first half of play. You have to wonder, too, how, or I should say, if Brewer's schedule is having any effect on them at this point in the year, as Moody's 3 offline because he was fouled by Ollie Higgins, and 3 free throws coming up for the hot-handed sophomore shooter. What I was going to say, though, Chris, about the Brewer schedule, they played so many games at the start of the season when other teams weren't playing that much. It seemed like they played 10 before most teams had played 5. And now it's been basically a game a week here for the Witches over the second half.
And that's tough because this is the time of the year you want to be playing more games because you've already practiced enough. You've got a lot of your stuff in. You need to be out there playing, competing. Practices, it's the dog days of basketball right now. You don't want to be in the gym practicing. One practice, a game. A practice, a game. You've seen most of the teams. Well, this is the first time they'll see Gardiner, but you've seen most of the teams now, so you know what you're up against. So the scouting and the scheming doesn't take as long.
Moody hits 2 of 3 at the line, and we are tied at 23.
Yeah, basically they went Friday a game, then following Friday a game, and nothing in between. But if you want to be good, you play whatever schedule they have. And
whoever's in front of you. Perry with the take, and then he throws it off the underside of the backboard. So the basketball heading back with the Tigers, and 30.6 seconds on the clock. At Praise Auto Sales, check out the impressive inventory and weekly specials at 1722 Broadway in Bangor at PraiseAutoSales.com. While you're out that way, stop by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store, groceries, gas, and great food to go at 1492 Pushar Road in Glenburn. Tigers bouncing the basketball as we approach 15 seconds remaining. Got to think they're looking for the final shot and potentially a halftime lead. Elliott with the basketball, down to 5. Trying to go to work. He puts up a long one, shot no good. Higgins grabs it off the court, flings it the other direction, and we are tied at intermission. Gardiner 23, Brewer 23. Halftime show coming your way next on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Welcome back at the half here on Ticket TV. We are deadlocked 23 apiece between the Brewer Witches and the Gardiner Tigers. Tonight's contest brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Also brought to you by Bangor Floral. Make memories, send flowers from Bangor Floral in the In-Town Plaza, 332 Harlow Street in Bangor. Good shot across the way of the fan cam, which on Ticket TV presented by University of Maine Athletics. And it's a big week in Orono for UMaine Athletics. You've got men's basketball, hosting UNH on Thursday night. You got, of course, Maine hockey returning to the ice at the Alfond against a couple of teams this weekend, so head to GoBlackBears.com to get your tickets. We welcome you into the Heroes Halftime Show here on Ticket TV, presented, of course, by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor. Mark Paulette and Chris Hoare on the call of this one. Let's get to the first half highlights. 13-10 Brewer after one. And the Tigers took quarter number 2, 13-10. That's how we have reached this point in the ballgame, Chris. See Gardiner working some of that fast break offense in the first half. Brewer doing a nice job passing it through the lane. The Witches were using the size to their advantage, more so in the first quarter. By the time the second rolled around, it seemed like the Tigers were just kind of muddying everything up in the middle a bit.
I think it was a little bit about how Gardiner came out to start playing defense against them. They played a triangle too to begin with, so they opened up the either side of the lane for Owen and Ollie inside, so they were taking away the outside guys. Brewer wasn't in their dribble drive. They had those open gaps, and they took advantage of it. This was a great trail. We didn't really get to that early in the game because it moved into something else, but it was a great dump off and a great run by Ollie to get down there.
I see the hot shooting of Moody coming into action here. He had 3 threes in the second quarter. Leads all scorers with 15 at the break. Chris, I know you got some numbers here on the first half, but it was really the Trace Moody versus Owen Fullerton show.
Yeah, and they did it 2 different ways, both from different lines.
Yeah.
Owen did his from the foul line, and Moody did his from the three-point line. Owen working hard inside and getting to the foul line by attacking, and of course Gardiner being aggressive trying to stop him, and then Moody being able to step back. He's creative, he's fast, he rips quick, and he'll take any little bit of space you give him and he's going to shoot it. You can see he's got a high arc because he's shooting over defenders. Great touch.
Yeah, you could tell once he hit the floater over Higgins early in the first quarter. Then he had another moving kind of extended right elbow jumper there in the first. Before he hit any of those 3 threes, you could tell he can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, and they're starting to look for him a little bit, and they should be, because that's going to open up him driving to the lane, because he can do that as well.
Tonight's contest brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. Also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colbrook Road in Herman or at BangorTire.com. Tonight's game also brought to you by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching basketball, it can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. There are the Brewer Witches coming out of the locker room. We've got about 4 minutes before the start of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout and come back to get you set for that second half action between Brewer and Gardiner on Ticket TV.
Oh, feels like a meat locker in here. Why are you sweating? You passed another stone?
Worse. They just filled my oil tank.
Yikes, you gotta get a heat pump. Mac Heat Pumps in Bangor is having a big sale now. Tell us all about it, Adam.
That's right, folks. Mac Heat Pumps is having a huge sale from now until the end of March. $500 off per indoor unit on all new installations. And remember, we travel the entire state for installs, repairs, or maintenance. Have your friend give us a call. We can help him out. And give him this.
Dry yourself off. Then we can call Adam and Mac Heat Pumps before you have to fill your oil tank again.
One, two, three,
Look around. You're seeing more and more Toyota trucks on the roads in eastern Maine. These folks have discovered Toyota's legendary reliability, exceptional resale value, safety sense features for your protection, and 2 years of no-cost maintenance for added peace of mind. Now you have more choices at Down East Toyota for quick delivery. Drive off in a 2025 Tundra with financing as low as 2.99% APR for up to 72 months. Come discover why Toyota truck owners keep coming back for more. All roads lead to Down East for your next truck.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let Dr. Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to destination for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Welcome back inside Brewer High School. Just about half a minute to go until we tip off this third quarter action with the Witches and Tigers tied at 23. Here's a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule, and that top game taking place right now over at the Stable in Hampden Academy is the visitors from Camden Hills with a 2-point lead at the break. Camden Hills 23, Hampden 21. Then you see tomorrow night's game up in Orono. Busy week here on Ticket TV.
Yeah, Camden Hills is a lot like this Gardiner team. Competitive in a lot of games, just haven't always made it on the other side of it.
Fullerton drops his head and scores the first bucket to get us going here in half number 2. Owen now up to 14 points. Yeah, the top of Class A, the quarterfinal matchups, if you will, is shaping up to be a very entertaining postseason bracket when we get there in a couple weeks' time. Higgins loses the basketball, stolen away. Rivera full court pass up ahead to Elliott, who lays it in. Braden Elliott with his first points of the night. Contact down there on the baseline will lead to a foul. Look at the Fullerton take to get us started, and then Rivera firing it the length of the court. Bridges finds some space off the inbounds pass, can't get the shot to fall. Moody goes full court, up ahead, and once again, there's Elliott underneath the basket, 2 for 2 to start off quarter number 3.
Yeah, that shot goes up. He's just releasing.
At the other end, whistle and a foul. Free throws coming for the Witches as Bridges crashes to the court. Not bad strategy. I mean,
not at all.
Smallest guard on the court, have him take off the other way and get a free 2 out of it. Bridges at the line for the first time tonight, looking for his first point. Have to wait. Charlie averaging 10.8 points per game to go with 2.4 rebounds and 2.1 assists per contest. The Witches, by my count, now 11 of 15 at the line tonight.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer. He can really shoot the ball from deep. He's dealing with a finger issue that He suffered in their second loss, their back-to-back loss after they lost to Hamden. Got injured early in the first game against Coney. Didn't come back. He missed a game right after that, too, their second game after that.
Gets the last one to get Brewer back within a point, 27-26. Moody cut off. Little shoulder fake there, and then going right at the heart of the Brewer defense was Brady Atwater, and he draws the foul to head to the stripe. Higgins gets tagged for the whistle, his second. Atwater now 3 of 3 at the line after a perfect stay in the first quarter. Two for two for the Gardiner junior. Perry trying to spin his way into positioning. Second chance ripped out by Bridges. Got a third opportunity, which was then batted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Witches. Frank's Bake Shop is family owned and operated and has been since 1945. Check out Frank's Meals to Go. Convenient and delicious. Don't forget those scrumptious baked goods that made Frank's famous. Give them a call today at 947-4594 or stop in at 199 State Street in Bangor. Higgins cut off, drops it off for Perry. Bridges thought about it, now returns it to Jake. That ball tipped out of play. The Tigers were trying to lobby to send it in the other direction, but we'll keep it down here with Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer's struggling. They have no flow right now in their offense. They're getting buried in one side of the court, and they're not being able to move.
Higgins inbounds to Bridges. Bridges loses his footing on the baseline, tries to spit it out to Youngs, and then Youngs committed a foul on the floor, trying to wrestle away that loose ball. So the Tigers will have to bring it back down here and inbound it, but a foul going against number 4 in white.
Probably wasn't a bad foul because they were going to have a 2-on-1 fast break if he didn't.
Six to 3, the score so far here in quarter number 3 in favor of the Gardiner Tigers. Gardiner playing a little hot potato out around the perimeter. Atwater battling Bridges for position. Now comes out to set a screen and winds up with the basketball. On the attack, airborne, and drawing the foul is Peacock. Brady will head to the line for the first time tonight. Both teams with 3 fouls here in the first 3 minutes and 3 seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, good job by Gardiner coming out here in the second half and making Brewer have to defend from the three-point line out.
Peacock rattles in the first.
I should say from the three-point line in. They're attacking. Brewer has to move their feet and get there.
Peacock misses the second as Higgins snatches it off of the iron. Hawley still with the basketball, trying to go coast to coast. Couldn't get the shots fall, but he draws the foul, and Higgins will head to the line.
Foul on Tigers number 1, Anthony Rivera, his 4th, team third.
For Rivera, that's his 4th.
It's kind of been a choppy game with all the fouls that's going on.
Higgins at the line with 4 points tonight. Too strong on the first. Bangor Mall Cinemas has been Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. And Push Hot Energy is where their goal is to provide heating fuel at the lowest possible cost. Give them a chance to be your oil company and you'll not be disappointed. Offering on-call and automatic delivery service in the Greater Bangor area. Call 949-9108 or visit pushoutenergy.com. Higgins 1 of 2 at the line. Brewer trailing by 3, trying to keep it alive, but out of bounds. Last touch by the Witches. Moody out top with the basketball. Peacock flash left, but Fullerton right there in front of him. Now comes out top and picks up the dribble. Back to Elliott, who returns it to Peacock. Brady trying to hand it over to Atwater, and now out top. Gardiner slowing the pace a little bit halfway through quarter number 3. Almost having the ball poked away there, and then a whistle comes in. Bridges knocked the ball free, but then foul as he reached for the loose ball. Half a quarter to play, and no fouls to give on either side without it resulting in free throws. Three's no good for Moody. Brewer pushing, carry to Fullerton, and a chance for an and one.
Good look by Perry, and a nice job by Fullerton being patient with that before just going up with it, and being able to draw the foul and finish.
Fullerton toes the line as the game's leading scorer with 16 points. And there we go, and completes the three-point play. We are tied at 30. All with 3:35 remaining in the third quarter. Kick out 3 in the air from Moody. Left it a little short. Higgins tips the board to himself, trying to go coast to coast, and just runs through the smaller defender. Can't be four-arming defenders in open space in this game.
No. A little bit harder for him because he's so long and his strides are so long that last stride, and it was a good job by Peacock by getting in the in his lane far enough ahead that he could keep him out of control.
Peacock at the offensive end trying to call out a teammate.
So you really have to be organized defensively as you play Gardiner because they do so much screening on the ball and off the ball away.
Higgins with a denial on Peacock. At the other end, another denial. Gardiner says we can do that too. And then Moody gets called, trying to get another. Take a look at this last sequence.
It's kind of how this game's been. You do it and I'll do it again.
There's the Higgins block. There's the first denial by Moody. And then this one, a little bit of the top of the head, I guess, on the way up by Higgins. Ollie hits the first. Got Brewer unofficially now is 14 of 20 at the line as a team. The second spins off and a rebound controlled by the Tigers. Atwater absorbs the contact, throws it off the rim, shot no good. Fullerton bringing it the other way. Into the corner where Bridges will try for 3. A shot no good, and a rebound tipped. Controlled by Moody. Bounce pass stolen by Higgins. Higgins spins and finishes.
Yeah, Brewer willing to press the rebound on the missed shot. Got a benefit out of that one.
Open black shirts at the other end. Brewer went for the press. Gardiner broke it. Colin McCormick has his first bucket of the game. The freshman center for the Tigers, tallest player on Gardiner out there to try to slow down some of what Brewer's got going on the inside. He gives up the foul, count it, and one. Ollie Higgins starting to take over this one. He's already got more points in this quarter than he had in the first half.
Yeah, 2 big strides attacking down the left side and a nice finish with the left hand.
Some changes here for Gardiner. Both teams now over the limit here for the final 2:01 of the third quarter as Higgins completes the three-point play. No, he does not. Wave it off. Lane violation. So Ollie did his part, but some happy toes down there. Someone
I think they were actually on him.
Were they on him?
Yeah.
Brewer by 3, a minute 50 remaining in quarter number 3.
This is what I was saying earlier about the way Gardiner plays. They run ball screens and they run backside screens, and if you're switching or you're staying, you really have to communicate as a defensive team, or you're going to get lost and people are going to get open to play. For Gardiner, all that movement.
Tigers trying to work for an open look, but Brewer doing a nice job to come out and meet him. Finally a whistle, and free throws coming up here for Gardiner as Brewer gets a little too aggressive on the defensive end with 70 seconds remaining in the quarter as we take a look at the recent results for the Tigers and some close losses against good competition in there.
Yeah, that's 3 of the top teams in the playoffs right now.
This is going to be Marquis at the line as he misses the first. For the Witches, you see that 8-point loss at Coney, but they have since responded with an 11-point win at Camden Hills and 18-point win last time out over Skowhegan. And we'll have their next 2 on Ticket TV. 0 for 2 trip at the line, so Brewer maintains their 3-point edge. Gardiner now 7 of 10 as a team at the charity stripe.
Brewer's going to work their spread. It's a sort of a stall offense. They'll look to try and get layups out of it, but they're not in a hurry to score here.
Fullerton out near half court. The Witches now speed it up a little bit. Kick into the corner for 3. Bridges shot no good. Fullerton pulls down the board and pushes it back up and over with his left hand. Fullerton with 7 in the quarter, 19 for the game. At the other end, Elliott spilled, shot no good. Brewer racing into the front court with 25 seconds. Jankowski will back it out. And now the Witches will look for the final shot. Remember, Gardiner, no fouls to give here. And free throws coming up for the Witches.
Fouls on Gardiner number 12, Alex Roy, his first.
Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks Bakery before or after the game. They're open 24 hours a day at 113 Main Road in Holden. Young's at the line here. First one is good. Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007. Now with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Youngs is 4 of 4 tonight at the line. That's where all his points have come from. Brewer leads it by 7 with 7 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see what Gardiner winds up with here on the final possession. A ball, a heave, and it comes up short. Brewer turns up the pressure at the end of the quarter, and the Witches able to gain a 7-point advantage as we make the move to the fourth. Witches 39, Tigers 32. Fourth quarter up next on Ticket TV.
You're
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
We are back in Brewer. The Witches coming off a 16-9 edge in that third quarter, and they've opened up a 7-point lead as we move to the fourth. Brewer 39, Gardiner 32, and the basketball. Moody had it briefly. He was held scoreless in the third quarter after pouring in 11 points in the second, 15 in total in the first half. Tigers trying to get it into the hands of Moody, nearly batted away, and a travel in the middle of it all. Tonight's game brought to you in part by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Brewer at the offensive end, and they give it away through the hands of Jankowski, and out of play back to the Tigers. Just up the street from us, it's the Coach House Restaurant in Brewer for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced, friendly staff. Takeout available, 457 Wilson Street in Brewer, and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. There's a good feed inside and a score. Moody with his first points of the second half.
And inside the three-point line for once.
Young's trying to answer, strong take, and fouled. Now open for 2025. It's Fielder's Choice on Audlin Road in Bangor. Stop by and enjoy any of their 30 hard serve flavors.
Checking for the Witches number 1, Jake Perry.
Young's 1 of 2 at the line, pushes the Brewer lead back to 6. Offensive board for the Tigers. Second chance, nearly poked away there by Higgins. Tigers into the backcourt here. Peacock passes off to Elliott. Elliott on the attack, splits the defenders, and finishes with his left hand.
A good take by Elliott, especially knowing that Higgins could be lurking around at any point, but he's not afraid.
Youngs to Bridges in the corner. Bridges fouled from behind, and Elliott the guilty party. Are you buying a home? Protect your investment with Northeast Home Inspections. From the foundation to the roof, septic, water, and radon testing, they've got you covered. Call Stephen Bishop at 207-735-4955 or visit northeasthomeinspections.com today. Charlie Bridges pushes the Brewer lead back to 6. Elliott can't answer. That was the first field goal of the game for Bridges on the last trip by Brewer. It's now 3 fouls against Gardiner here in the third quarter. As you take a look at the live events on 92.9 The Ticket, the Bruins taking on the Sabres tonight. That game tied 1-1 at last check. Celtics hosting the Bulls tomorrow night. Maine women at UNH Thursday, immediately following the drive. And Maine hockey returns to the Alpha on Ice Friday night against Northeastern. There's a bump and foul number 4 against the Gardiner Tigers.
Tigers number 10, Trace Moody, his fourth, team fourth. Checking in for Gardiner number 21, Isaac Marquis.
Moody now having to check out of the game with 4 fouls, and that's a big blow to the Tigers offense, trailing by 6.
Yeah, sure is.
Less than 5.5 to go.
Yeah, so now coach is going to have a decision of when you put him in.
Perry trying to work off the screen of Higgins.
And Brewer content with just taking some time here.
Perry feeds Higgins, baseline contact, and there are free throws. 5 quick fouls in less than 3 minutes to start this third quarter by the Tigers. And Brewer shooting the rest of the way.
Fouls on Gardiner number 24, Nick McKay, his fourth, team fifth.
Bit of a warning going to the Gardiner bench there. Coach Tomlin trying to get some of those calls going his way at the offensive end as Higgins hits the first free throw. Two for 2 is Ollie Higgins. He's got a dozen. We got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it as well. Brewer by 8, 5:07 left on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Visit deansdetailing.com. Firehouse Subs, a sub above, at 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Mac Heat Pumps, proudly serving Maine since 2011. Visit MacHeatPumps.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Heroes is the place to be in downtown Bangor. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school since 1969. First National Bank is a proud supporter of Brewer Witches basketball. Brewer High School participates in the First Hoop program, sponsored by First National Bank, and earns up to $150 for every home basketball game. Dream first and go Witches!
Back here live in Brewer, and a good take there. 2 points for the Tigers. Atwater getting around Higgins. A 2-possession game once again at 44-38.
That was a good strong take. He just took 2 explosive steps and got enough by Higgins that he could stretch out and avoid the block as well.
Perry all the way down the lane, kissing it off the window for 2.
Perry's one of those guys that, for Brewer, just does a lot of the small things. He doesn't really get noticed a lot in the stats, but every now and then he'll make a shot like that, and it's like, just keeps him alive.
There's another look at it, his second make. That's just the first team foul against the Witches here in the fourth quarter. For the best in landscaping materials, and equipment, it's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Inbound pass tipped. Gardiner controls, elevating and scoring in the lane is Brady Peacock. He's up to 7 points now. Gardiner trails by 6. Perry has it poked away from behind and into the crowd across the way to keep it with the Witches. At State Street Optics, 207 State Street in Bangor. It's where vision meets style. See Lise, a registered optician for over 40 years. She ensures your eyewear fits perfectly and stays on trend. Visit StateStreetOptics.com.
I guess we know the coach's decision there. 4 minutes was the right time for Trace Moody to come back in with his 4th foul.
And a carry violation there against the Witches. Turnover back to the Tigers. Yeah, bring the 3-point shooter back in. 2 of them ties this game. Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. They provide guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag or at knowltonautomotive.net. Tigers with the basketball. Rivera with the take into the corner. 3 in the air. Comes up short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Fullerton, who throws it the other way, and his pass is picked off. No need for the Witches to rush things at the other end. Trying to split 2 defenders was Elliott, and he got fouled. Winding up on the floor and having to scrape himself back up.
It looks like he was there for a little bit, but from this angle, he could have been leaning side to side that we can't see. So.
And we get a call on the other side of the court, offensive foul. Going back to the Witches.
He was on Peacock for an illegal screen. Oh, Elliott.
Brewer basketball leading by 6 as we approach 3 minutes to play, although here in Brewer, the clock never started. And now the Witches are heading to the line here. A blocking foul is called on Peacock. The Witches going to the sideline, but it's free throws the rest of the way for him. Young's at the line where he is 5 of 6 tonight, make it 5 of 7. Jeff's Catering and Event Center in Brewer caters any event, large or small, and offers statewide off-site since 1985. From hors d'oeuvres to barbecues, they've got you covered. Visit Jeff's Catering, where every event is special. Timeout on the floor, we'll keep it right here. Brewer on top, 47-40 with 3:09 to play. Tonight's ball game brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. Shop local at the Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham. Discover a huge selection, finance options, and more. Visit thefurnituregallerymaine.com. Also brought to you by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, we know there's no community without the people who build it. Be part of the future. Visit emcc.edu today. And yes, as the screen just told you, Ticket TV, free, live, and on demand. We also have a game going on over at the stable at Hamden Academy right now between the Broncos and the Camden Hills squad. And then tomorrow night, Orono hosting Herman. That's a boys basketball game beginning at 7. Friday night, 2 more games featuring the Broncos and the Witches. We'll have the boys contest at the stable at 6:30. Right here in Brewer, it's the girls contest, also at 6:30. 3:12 remaining. Chris, if you're in that Gardiner huddle, what are you drawing up here to try to slow things down at the offensive end and defensive end, where Brewer's been able to speed them up a bit recently?
I think you got to tell you guys exactly that. You got to slow it down a little bit, keep the pace because they play with pace, but make good decisions. You can't have unforced turnovers. You got to get a shot on every one of these possessions and a good shot. Everything's come hard for both teams tonight. Nothing's been easy.
There's a 3 put up by Moody. Just caught a piece of side iron, if anything.
And he had space there. That wasn't a bad shot. He
That
just
was a good look. the basketball inside 3 minutes remaining.
And if you're Brewer, you got to know that Moody's got 4 fouls, so he's going to play a little less aggressive on the ball, I would think, because they need him in the game to come back.
Bridges dropping the shoulder and scoring at the window. Just his second field goal of the game. 9-point lead for Brewer and a kick ball at the other end. 2:25 remaining. Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. It's Auto Radiator Services. Call 942-4554. Stop by 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Fight for the rebound and a whistle going against the Tigers. 2 shots coming up for the Brewer Witches and Jake Perry.
Fouls on Gardiner number 11, Brady Atwater, his 4th.
Atwater up to 4 personals. Perry at the line for the first time tonight. The Witches extend the lead now to double digits with 2:16 remaining. This game was tied at half. But the Witches have controlled the third and fourth quarters. Although a quick press break here, and a 3 is rejected. Not out of the hand, but about 3 feet off the hand of Brady Atwater. Nice job by the Tigers to regain their composure, pick up the loose ball, score at the window, and a chance for an and one. But look at how far off the hand of Atwater that ball was when Higgins got his hand to it. And a nice job underneath. Peacock eventually draws the foul of Higgins and converts the 3-point play.
That's a tough one for Jake Perry. That's one you probably don't want to save under your own hoop, or if you can, just toss as far as you can down to the other end. And if you get it, you get it. If the other team gets it, you can get set back up on your defense.
8-point game with 2 to play. Youngs picks up the dribble, goes over to Perry at the right wing. He dribbles out towards midcourt and returns it to Youngs. Foul here with 1:46 remaining. And at this point, if Brewer can hit their free throws, they're going to walk out of here with a 13th win for the season. U-Haul on Auburn Road in Bangor and Stillwater Avenue in Old Town has you covered with heated, climate-controlled storage, vehicle storage, and all your moving supplies from boxes to portable U-Box storage. Go see Heidi in Bangor or Devon in Old Town. U-Haul, where your move starts easy and stays secure. Tigers not finding much space to operate with at the offensive end. Rivera with the take, shot no good. Atwater fouled in the rebounding action. And he'll go to the line shooting 2. Don't forget to give Ticket TV a follow on social media. Find us on X at 929 The Ticket. On Facebook, 92.9 The Ticket.
And Coach Parker's a little perplexed. He thought Atwater got that on the rebound.
First free throw good. Atwater up to 7 points here tonight. We got a timeout on the floor with 1:28 remaining. We'll keep it right here. Brewer on top by 8, 52-44. The Henry's Bridal Boutique, locally owned and operated since 1999 and proud to be Bangor's longest standing bridal shop. You can visit them at 31 Washington Street in Bangor, online at thehenrysbridal.com. Actually just visited them on Friday to get measured up. We're also brought to you by Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market. Craving something unique? Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market now has 2 locations, Harlow Street in Bangor next to Goslin's Donuts and in Brewer's Hannaford Plaza. Enjoy fresh boba tea and explore a variety of ramen, noodles, sauces, snacks, and more. Open daily. Like them on Facebook. Speaking of Goslin's Bakery, start your morning with Goslin's, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor, next to Fat Panda. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 to 11 a.m., serving legendary donuts and pastries since 1945, paired with hot coffee for a true local favorite. Here's a look at that last action. The block from Higgins going way up in the air to collect it. And then the finish at the rim by Peacock. Now it's Atwater with a second free throw attempt. He hit the first to make it an 8-point game, and he's got them both. There's a steal by Gardiner. Can the Tigers convert? Atwater underneath, up fake, rejected from behind, and saved in bounds. Fullerton with a great save, and then a swipe by Atwater. Free throws coming for Oliver Higgins. And I believe that's it for Atwater after he picks up that foul. That is his fifth. So he'll have to exit. McKay coming back into the ball game. And Higgins trying to add to the Brewer lead.
It's hard to tell in this game. Any defensive play, whether it's going to be legit or if it's going to be called for a foul, because of the way the game's gone. So
Higgins at the line. He's got a dozen tonight. The Bangor Grand Hotel high school basketball teams, you can make the Bangor Grand your home base at 357 Audlin Road with team meals, box lunches, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner available. Learn more at bangorgrand.com. Higgins hits both of them. Corner three put up, shot no good. Rebound controlled by Youngs with 70 seconds to play. Youngs gets it across half court before he's fouled by Peacock, who cannot believe it, as he heads to the bench and is the latest Tiger to exit the ball game. Levi Simmons takes the spot of Brady Peacock. Young's at the line, misses the first. Head to Dragon Lair Arcade and Pizza at the Bangor Mall. You can check out their Facebook page for special events. Book your birthday party and packages starting at just $50. Call 860-462-1843 for details. A foul in the rebounding action goes against the Witches this time. And that's two shots at the other end. This is team foul number 5 against Brewer. So from free throw line to free throw line with 63 seconds remaining. Stop in and discover the delicious and authentic Mexican dishes at Las Palapas, along with a huge selection of premium Mexican beers and margaritas in Bangor and in Brewer. Crystal Clear Family Pet Center in Ellsworth has quality products, healthy animals, and a clean environment. Open 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 on Sunday at 33 High Street. Call 947-4111 or visit them on Facebook. The free throws have dried up for both teams here in the fourth quarter. Under a minute to play, Brewer with the basketball. Higgins on the attack and gets fouled, so he'll head to the line as the shot doesn't count. And that is the third Gardiner Tiger to foul out here in quick succession.
This is when the final minute feels like 12 minutes.
Yeah. We have had our share of whistles here tonight in Brewer and free throws. Higgins has been spending a lot of the time in the second half there. He's up to 15. Orno and Callis IGA is where you can shop smart, shop local. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Three in the air, comes up empty. Higgins watches it bounce out. And we're inside the final 40 here in Brewer. at Hartford's Auto Service. You can find them at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 years of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake, and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, all the way up to replacing your engine if needed. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 207-989-6322. A whistle with 19.8 on the clock and chance for Ollie to keep practicing his free throws. Trace Moody has joined the quartet of Gardiner Tigers who have fouled out of this game.
I thought at first they were content with just letting the clock run out, Gardiner and Brewer both, but sometimes it's just, it's right there in front of you.
Ollie doesn't mind, a chance to shoot a couple more as he hits the first. A reminder that the best Maine senior high school basketball players descend on Bangor this March. It's the McDonald's All-Star Weekend on March 7th and 8th at Husson University to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine. The award ceremony is live on Ticket TV on the 7th. Catch all the action of the All-Star games on the 8th at 939theticket.com or on the Ticket app. Steal by the Witches. Fullerton dribbles it out. Left a Tiger in the dust. And that's how this one will come to a close. Fullerton dribbles over in front of the Brewer student section. And the Witches victorious 57-45 here on Ticket TV. Brewer advances to 13-2 while the Tigers fall to 7-8. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules with the office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next on Ticket TV.
Ambition is desire. Ambition is spirit. Ambition is drive. Find your ambition right here at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. There's a reason we're the #1 Mitsubishi volume dealer in the state. We've got the selection. We've got rates as low as 0%, and nobody will pay you more for your trade. Find your ambition. Drive your ambition. Only at Coldbrook Mitsubishi, Madison Avenue, Skowhegan. Start here at coldbrookmitsubishi.com.
Oh, feels like a meat locker in here. Why are you sweating? You pass another stone?
Worse. They just filled my oil tank.
Yikes, you gotta get a heat pump. Mac Heat Pumps in Bangor is having a big sale now. Tell us all about it, Adam.
That's right, folks. Mac Heat Pumps is having a huge sale from now until the end of March. $500 off per indoor unit on all new installations. And remember, we travel the entire state for installs, repairs, or maintenance. Have your friend give us a call. We can help him out. And give him this.
Dry yourself off. Then we can call Adam at Mac Heat Pumps before you have to fill your oil tank again.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Midcoast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let Dr. Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Midcoast Denture Design. the go-to destination for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmain.com.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
We're back here at Brewer High School. The Witches victorious in front of the home crowd tonight, 57-45 the final. This game was tied 23-23 at the break, but then Brewer turned things on, 16 points in the third quarter, 18 in the fourth quarter, all the while limiting the Gardiner Tigers to just the 22 second half points, and the Witches now 13-2 on the season, while Gardiner falls to 7-8. Welcome into the McDonald's post-game show here on Ticket TV, presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. For a limited time, the McRib is back. It's more than a sandwich. It's part of culture. It's a legend. It's an event. Grab it at your local family-owned McDonald's. And tonight's coverage also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer from the Smith Brothers, your local John Deere dealers. Let's take a look at the next home experience highlights from this contest. And I'll turn it over to my broadcast partner, Chris Hoare, to talk us through the action in this one. Again, very tight there for the first, I'd say, 20 minutes of the ball game before Brewer just turned it on there in the second half.
Yeah, some transition baskets earlier in the game for both teams. This is first quarter action when Gardiner was in a triangle and two. Brewer actually took advantage of that, getting inside a little bit and getting to the foul line. Of course, that was the whole game for Brewer. They seem to get to the foul line a lot. Then Gardiner got on fire with a distance game. Moody especially hit 3 threes there in the second quarter. Once again, Brewer inside with interior passing, and Fullerton on the end of that pass from Perry. And here's the big dunk. Good trail, good dump off by Fullerton to Ollie Higgins, who two-hand dunk. Moody again, just a little bit of space. He gets that ball up.
Yeah, this is where he started to introduce himself to the Brewer Witches.
This was kind of the Fullerton versus Moody first half.
It really was.
Both kept their teams in it.
Yeah.
Fullerton more at the foul line and Moody at the three-point line.
Both players over half their team's points in the first half. Moody had 15 of the 23 for Gardiner, and Fullerton had 12 of the 23 for the Witches.
And Gardiner never went away. Brewer started to stretch it late, mid fourth quarter. Getting foul shots, getting maybe a little bit more easier baskets because Gardiner was trying to chance it a little bit more, but they never went away. I mean, this is the kind of the identity of this team. Scrappy, you're always going to fight. Higgins took over in the fourth quarter, though, getting to the foul line. Here you see that big block by him. And then Gardiner not giving up on the play and getting the ball back and getting a and one.
Good fight tonight from the Tigers, but the Witches too much to handle. Brewer victorious 57-45. Once again, those post-game highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader for the third year in a row. Tonight's coverage presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Also presented by Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. And we've been presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether watching some sports at the bar, taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor. Chris, you got the final numbers from this one for the Witches and the Tigers?
Actually, I didn't add them up.
That's all right. I got them right here. We can talk through
I was missing a couple of points there anyways.
For the Gardiner Tigers, they were led by 17 points from Trace Moody. 15 of those came in the first half, though, so a nice job by the Witches to lock things down defensively in half number 2. After Moody, it was 10 points from Brady Peacock, 5 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Brady Atwater had 8 points, 6 in the second half. 6 points from Braden Elliott, and then after that, 2 points apiece from Nick McKay and Colin McCormick for the Tiger total of 45. The Brewer Witches were led by 2 players that camped out at the free throw line for most of the night, just different halves in doing so. Ollie Higgins had, I should say Owen Fullerton, a game-high total of 19 points, and he was done scoring by the end of the third quarter. 12 of his points came in the first half, and let's see here, 8 of those 12 came at the free throw line. Then in half number 2, the Witches turned to Ollie Higgins, who scored 12 of his 16 in the second half, and a whole bunch of those coming at the free throw line. 6 in the fourth quarter, 8 in the second half total. 6 points for Stephen Youngs. Jake Perry and Charlie Bridges both had 5, while Jackson Jankowski hit a 3 in the first quarter. That brings us to Brewers total of 57. But yeah, really, free throws in the first half from Fullerton, free throws in the second half from Ollie Higgins, the story in this one for the Witches.
Yeah, that kind of tells you free throws are important no matter what time you shoot them. First half, first quarter, first minute of the game, as much as the last minute of the game, as long as you're making them.
Our coverage tonight presented by Mack Heat Pumps on Hammond Street in Bangor. They specialize in mini-split heat pump installation, maintenance, and repairs. Mack Heat Pumps, they service the entire state, proudly serving Maine since 2011. Find them online at mackheatpumps.com or on Facebook. Also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Let's bring you to the play of the game, and it's one you saw a little earlier in the post-game show, that two-handed flush from the talented Brewer freshman.
Yeah, it was just a great job by Fullerton recognizing that he's coming with a full head of steam and getting him the ball.
And you saw the scoreboard there in the upper right-hand corner. That extended the Brewer lead to 6 at the time, which at that point in the ballgame was as wide of a margin as we had seen.
It felt like 14. It's just the way the game was played.
Play of the game presented by your local family-owned McDonald's. Now time for the player, and we're giving it to the guy who threw it down.
Yeah, Ollie Higgins, he had like you said, second half is when he really established himself. Played great defense, really kind of asserted himself a little more offensively there, getting to the basket, obviously getting to the foul line because he was trying to get to the basket. Big defensive play there. I mean, he's a difference maker for this program because of his athleticism and his size.
No doubt about it. Ollie Higgins came into the contest averaging 10.9 points per game, 9.6 rebounds, 2.1 blocks per game. I think he improved all 3 of those categories tonight. Certainly the points with 16. Wasn't tracking rebounds or blocks, but I can tell you he had more than 2 blocks and probably 10 or so rebounds.
I would agree with that, yes.
Player of the game presented by your Firehouse Subs, a sub above on Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, 920 Stillwater Avenue. Upcoming broadcast schedule, that game over at the Stable has gone final tonight. Camden Hills coming up to Hampden and scoring a 10-point victory, 65-55. So the Windjammers taking some heel points back with them to the Mid-Coast. That should shake things up at the top of the Class A North standings. Tomorrow night, we will be in Orono. Just one game on the schedule. Herman at Orono, a boys contest tipping off at 7 o'clock. And then on Friday, we'll be right back here for a girls contest. Hampden at Brewer at 6:30. We'll also have the boys contest featured on Ticket TV that night from the Stable. Tonight's contest presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Also presented by Dean's Detailing, Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. At Dean's Detailing, they make used look like new. Only thing left to do is give credit to our Ticket TV crew. It was a small one here tonight. We were 50% of it, Chris, here in the broadcast booth. Myself and my broadcast partner, Chris Orr. Jay Baines off my right shoulder, directing and producing, and Callum Bryan off of Chris's left. He manning our entire camera crew of 1.
Yeah, he was a man, multi-talented here, running 2 cameras next to me.
He's got 2 hands, 2 cameras to get the job done here in Brewer tonight. Speaking of getting the job done, that's what the Witches did, a 57-45 victory. Brewer improves to 13-2. Gardiner falls to 7-8. Thank you for tuning in. This has been high school basketball on Ticket TV.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com. High school basketball on Ticket TV has been brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales, your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and on Wilson Street in Brewer. Next Home Experience, Firehouse Subs, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Levesque Business Solutions, Casella, Mack Heat Pumps, Northeast Driving School, and Dean's Detailing. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Holden Dental Hygiene, Union Street Towing, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Doors Equipment, Colebrook Mitsubishi, The Heating Lodge, Angelo's Pizzeria, Black Fly Coffee, Premium Choice Broadband, Novus Auto Glass, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Praise Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, Bangor Floral, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Frank's Bake Shop, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Pushaw Energy, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, The Growing Place, The Coach House Restaurant, Fielder's Choice Ice Cream, Northeast Home Inspections, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, State Street Optics, Knowlton Automotive, Jeff's Catering, The Furniture Gallery, Eastern Maine Community College, Auto Radiator Services, U-Haul in Old Town and on Auburn Road in Bangor, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, The Bangor Grand Hotel, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Goslin's Bakery, Dragon Lair Arcade and Pizza, Orno IGA and Callis IGA, Midcoast Denture Designs, Napa Auto Parts, Hopkins Energy, Hammond Lumber, Down East Toyota, and First National Bank.